This is the most hated camera in 2026. I think I finally found out who it's for. So I was in a camera shop the other day. I was looking at this, the Fujifilm X Half. It was on sale. I thought about it and I was like, you know what? Let me pick it up. I'll do a video on it, test it out a little bit, because I've heard nothing but negative reviews about this camera. At first glance, it's super cool. Having the film simulation built right into the camera so you don't even have to edit it, just put it straight onto your phone, is a super cool feature. A few things to note about this camera. One, it's a vertical sensor, meaning you're basically opposite from every other camera. So if you want to shoot horizontal, it's this way. If you want to shoot vertical, it's this way. Honestly, quite confusing at the start, but you get used to it pretty quick. Another thing that I really enjoy is the film simulation you can actually use for videos too. So it gives you that kind of nostalgic, old feeling, which is actually quite cool if you're trying to spice up a video with that kind of look. Yeah, it's not the best in low light, but it does have a built-in flash, which is actually pretty cool for those portraits or just old vintage film camera. It definitely adds a cool, unique glow. Another thing to mention is this camera is extremely small. You see it online, it does not give it justice, which is perfect for just putting in your pocket and carrying it around all the time. That's one of the main things that I bought it for, was to just throw it in a bag or a pocket. You can have it anywhere. Like, it is so small. It's insane how small this camera is. I did bring this camera on a trip. I walked around a small city taking photos. It was pretty cool, but I was definitely almost regretting just having my other camera because I just brought this for the day. I felt like I was just missing something. Another thing to note, the battery surprisingly lasts fairly long. I can almost just get a full day of taking photos, pulling it out of my pocket, here and there, snapping photos. Yeah, you're not gonna leave it on all the time, but let's say you're out walking around, hanging out with friends, and you just wanna have a camera on, this thing is perfect for you. So I do have the Fujifilm X-T5, so I was able to experiment with the two different film simulations. Yeah, it is a little bit different, but you're dealing with almost half the megapixels. So honestly, this kind of more resembles a film camera. So when I was in the store looking at this camera, I noticed there's a few really cool features that made me just want to buy it. One, it has a built-in fisheye kind of look, which is pretty cool, so I don't have to go get a fisheye lens or something. Yeah, the lens doesn't come off, so that's probably the reason why they did that, but I thought that was a super cool feature to throw in. Another one is they have this thing called, it's not in the film simulation, but it's called toy camera. That honestly brought out the best photo, especially in good proper lighting. Let's say you're outside, nice trees. That surprised me a lot because I assumed toy camera, cheap, not good, but actually that feature was really cool. So if you have an X Half or you're looking to buy one, try the toy camera effect. It's actually extremely cool. You don't have to edit that photo at all. I did try filming with it. When you're filming, I was like, oh, this is awesome, super cool. But I was in a little bit of a dark area, a dark room. I was looking at the footage after on the computer. It was nothing special. Then again, this is a camera that you're just buying for the film simulation. Pretty cool that they still give you that feature to play around with though. So let's get into some of the negatives, why people actually hate this camera. Number one, the price. It's almost $1,000 Canadian, which is really expensive for the camera that you're getting. It gives you a cool looking photo to play around with the film simulation and the built-in flash, but honestly, I can name so many different things where you could spend $1,000 and get a way better product or something else. When I picked this up, it was on sale, so it was about $700, but still, I would only label this as a $450 camera. To be honest, the autofocus is pretty terrible. I was talking to the people in the store. They said it was all right, given the camera, the circumstances, but I honestly, going from other cameras that I've used in the past, it wasn't very good. Especially for video, it was extremely disappointing. So I thought I would see a few other people's reviews on this, kind of comment now that I've used it for a little bit, so let me dive into that. The price, that's the number one big complaint. Yeah, 100%, this is not worth $1,000 Canadian 800 USD. Yeah, 100% not worth it at all. The 1-inch sensor, many cameras compare to this for a lot less. 100%, yeah, like I said before, you can get a 1-inch sensor for a lot less than this camera. I mean, $1,000 for this camera is ridiculous. I think they know that. People complain about not being able to change the lens. I mean, I personally think that's a good thing, especially for how small this camera is in the lens. I mean, if you had to collect different lenses for this camera, I honestly probably wouldn't have bought it. I mean, especially if you have other cameras, the last thing you want to do is go buy cheap lenses for a system like this. You just want to have a camera that you can just throw in your pocket, in your bag, just run with it. The vertical sensor isn't ideal. 100%, yeah, it's not ideal, but it's pretty cool, especially in the day of social media where everything is almost vertical right now. I would say it's not that big of a deal. Like, oh, you have to change your camera like this to go vertical to horizontal. I don't know what else to say. Many features feel intentionally limited to recreate a film experience. Yes, like I was saying before, the film simulation is not 100% there, especially if you are used to using other Fujifilm cameras, but you get what I can't even say you get what you pay for, because you should be able to get a better film simulation that comes out of this, but it is still pretty cool. As you can probably see, I shared a few photos before. You guys can be the judge of that, but this person says the image quality doesn't justify the price. Yes, I can agree with that. No, like I was saying, that toy camera feature, if you just play around with that, you can have that little grain thing or whatever on the film like leak. That's super cool. You can change it on or have it off, it doesn't matter. But there's a few things in here that it's like, you get so many different features in this one camera that it's actually, I think it's worth it. Not for the price, but for just having fun. It's a niche camera rather than an all-around camera. Yeah, 100%. Like I was saying at the start of the video, I think I finally found who this camera's for. If you're a photographer or a videographer, you can relate to this. Do you have a friend or anyone where you go walk around and you're taking photos and there's someone, oh, that looks cool, take a photo of that, or hey, look over there, you should take a photo, or just in your mind, like they're always talking, which is always isn't a bad thing, but sometimes you just want to be like, here's the camera, take the camera and you take a photo then. If you have this in your bag, then you can be like, oh, here, take this camera, try it out. It's not hard to use. You don't have to play around with settings. You can just like drag your finger, choose whatever preset you want with the film simulation or any other effects. And then there you go. They're happy, they're taking photos, you're happy, you can just do whatever you want. That's truly what this camera is for. Yeah, that's not ideal to spend $1,000 just to have this sitting in your bag for someone to use here and there, but I guarantee if you buy it, you will end up using it for some of the features. I personally kind of like the look of it. It's super cool. It reminds me of like a Leica or something, which I'll probably never own in my life, so this is probably the closest to a Leica that I'll ever own. There's a few positive reviews about this camera that I'll just go read off real quick. Then that's basically it. That's the review for the X Half. But it's the most fun I've had with a camera in years. 100%. When I was walking around in the city, just taking photos, playing around with the film simulation, tons of fun. Just overall, I was mind blown with just even the effects that they have, like the fisheye, the lens blur, the trippy effects. It's honestly really cool. It made me actually enjoy photography again. Maybe that might be for some people, sure. Try it if you're losing interest in photography, sure. Try it out. I stopped worrying about specs and started taking photos. That is one thing about this camera. You don't have to worry about settings or anything. You just choose whatever film simulation you want. You just take a photo. Super simple. Anyone could use this camera. It's not about perfection, it's about memories. That's probably one of the best things about this camera. Let's say you're using disposable cameras. You're done with going to get those developed or whatever. You don't want to spend that $2,000 to $3,000 camera for a Sony A7 or something like that, then grab this camera. It's honestly, it's going to be a lot of fun. It will hold your memories for sure, in a creative way too. I think this camera was designed for those Instagram photos, Instagram posts, but kind of just missed the ballpark with the price. I mean, overall, this is a super cool camera with super cool features. So I know why people hate it, but at the same time, if you own it or you actually tried it out, it would be pretty hard to hate at the end of the day. But hope you guys enjoyed this video about the X Half. Really fun. I'd probably be using this camera quite a bit more. If you guys are thinking about picking one up or have any more questions, leave any of your thoughts down below and I'll answer any questions that I can. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next one.